Today is episode 4 of the Fabled Legacy Noob to Godly. Today we are doing Ragnox Descent dungeon for the very first time. And you know how we start this always. We start this by going right here and picking up our daily rewards. Those are some pretty nice daily rewards. I do like this actual sword, though I don't think I'm going to be able to use it. But it's alright, and I'm going to pick up my ring rewards. Nothing too crazy, but let's go ahead and do that first dungeon as always. Here we are on our first dungeon. We're going to do it hardcore mode. I wonder how long it'll be until we don't manage to do hardcore mode anymore. And we're going to start it with my dailies. I was actually able to increase my inventory quite a bit, but we're actually going to see if it is enough. Here we go. First group of mobs right here, and it seems like they're going to be... Whoa, that's actually a really quickly sweep right here. I actually haven't taken any hits of damage yet, and they're just gone just like that. Man, the early game here, it feels so refreshing. It feels like so difficult and yet so easy at the same time, which feels kind of weird in a way. But since we are having no problem with these, you guys know how it works. We go straight to a boss and see how difficult those bosses are. First boss here, and unfortunately we have gotten our first death, but we're still fine in theory since we still have one good healer, and damage is a little bit difficult here, I won't lie, but it's already halfway down, already going even further down, 3 million HP down. And we all just died. Oh no, this is our first failed dungeon. Second run here, and we should hopefully be able to do this time. And not just die instantly. I'm not sure where exactly we need to go or what the objective is, but I'm going to stand on this green circle, and yes, we are fine. Alright. Now let's actually try the second boss, and hopefully we don't die. Second boss here, and I am dead.
Bruh.
Yep, I died. But in theory, we still have one powerful damage maker, and we still have a pretty strong healer. So we should, in theory, be fine. But how long will this take? Well, I'm just going to speed it up for you guys because I don't want you guys spending an entire 5 minutes watching this. So, there we go. That is the second boss done. One boss left and 3 rooms left. Final boss here, Heldir. Hope I said that one right. But they all seem to have the same amount of HP when it comes to fighting the boss, and oh, we just lost our last damage maker, and we failed the dungeon. Let's try non-hardcore for once. Third boss, here we are, and it's the first boss with jumping. Apparently, we can actually jump on this boss. That's crazy. That's something Dungeon Quest never incorporated, but it's already in Fabled Legacy, only at level 80. And there's a bonus boss, it seems like, or like bonus except without the bonus part. Back when we had that in Yokai Peak, we haven't had that only once time, and oh my goodness, I can't see a thing! With this little pink wind, I might as well become blind. Can barely see anything, but we're almost there. 2 million, 1 million HP, and that is a GG. Alright, there we go. We can already do the next difficulty. Now that we can actually go here and even create a dungeon that is already on expert difficulty, which I'm going to create right here, we can actually go to our level milestones and go ahead and grab all of them here that I forgot to do in the last episode. So here are some crystals and a bunch of different stuff. So that's awesome. I'll take that always. And final thing would be collecting all these playtime rewards, which come with some drops. 10 to be exact. And we get them right here. Let's go. Alright, second difficulty, here we go. We're gonna do this on non-hardcore difficulty. Again, see how it goes exactly, and well, let's see how it turns out. First, we do that always this little mob test, see if anything changes. Probably isn't going to be, even though it is kind of double HP. We do get a bunch of better stuff and weapons, so we should be fine just like that, so mobs aren't a problem at all. So, what about the bosses? Let's take a look at the 4 bosses. First boss right here, and it has 16.5 million HP, and ow, I actually got hit right there pretty badly, and oh my goodness, I am getting close to dying. But actually, it's not that difficult, surprisingly. It should be fine, and the boss is already down. We didn't even land that nuke attack that killed us all. Now, what about the second boss? Second boss here, and has less HP, or I have a very bad memory. Probably the memory part. But we start damaging this guy here to over halfway. 6 million, 5 million. Just gotta hit it once more time. I died, but it's not hardcore, so we're fine. And it's a GG, there we go. And we have 2 bosses left. Something I like about this third boss is when we go into stair, I'm not moving my mouse. We're going up here like it's a freaking escalator, and I think that's super cool. I actually think that is a really quality of life thing, but really unexpected off dungeon games. Fortunately, right now, we have already gone over halfway on the boss, and I still haven't even landed a hit because I'm just playing jump rope at this point with this boss. Still haven't landed a hit, but the final boss is here. This guy is huge, but we still got this. Don't miss these stupid lines, and I'm just trash. I'm just being carried. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. No! Oh my god. No, come on. Come on, I can make it without dying. How am I dying to this? This cannot be this hard. I cannot be this bad. Okay, and there we go. There we go. Completed. Now, we can actually beat this dungeon quickly, but here, let's start a little first quick montage right here to get to level 70. And then we unlock something new in Fabled Legacy, which I will want to try for the first time. So, let's do this dungeon. Here we go! There we go. Now let's actually do the new mode. Now that we have level 70, I am going to claim this first so I can get 10 drops right here of the final difficulty before we actually do any of the new modes, and I got a black hole, which is a spell for me. Perfect. Now we can actually play the new mode. Alright, first infinite tower here. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to see. Let's start this. And it seems to be a wave defense. 3 minutes, and we got a few mobs. Let's get these mobs, which I don't know how hard they will be. Okay, they're actually a little bit tanky, but they are done. And, oh, we got some buttons, and there we go. And I think it's just a repeat from here. Let's actually do a couple of these waves. Got our first boss here in this little wave defense mode. Get damage to these guys, general. Alright, almost down to 0 HP. Come on. Alright, and the boss is down, but we still actually have a mob left alive. And there we go. And we should have gotten some rewards right here. There we go. Unfortunately, I did not get any sigils, so that sucks. Second rewards here, and will we get a sigil? I think we got one, and I got a legendary! Let's go! Now, we're actually going to get some sigils for the rest of the team, so enjoy this remaining montage so we can get some loot, and here we go. Here we are on Chaos difficulty for the first time. Now, this one, hopefully it shouldn't be hard, especially with the fact that we do have a little bit of Urus now, especially this perfect one that I have, a Mage Sigil of Destruction. That sounds amazing, which it does even more damage than my spells, which is just crazy. But let's go ahead and begin the dungeon. Here we go. Alright, our first thing is going to see if we go ahead and do the mobs very well, which in theory we should do, but we always gotta check just in case. So we gotta activate them, hit them both, and they are dead. Yep, they're going to be just as easy as always. That's gonna be great. Now the question will be, how will we do against bosses? So let's go to the first boss. First boss right here, and it's already over down halfway, just like me, except this time I'm going to survive it, and I did. Let's go. Should be pretty easy, and well, let's go ahead and move on to the third boss. Second boss here, and should be just as easy as the first one. Man, we two-cycle this boss between our auras and everything. It's kind of insane how much we do, but there we go. This one's down. 2 bosses left. Third boss, and well, the more difficult part is not getting to the boss, well, damaging it, but more even reaching it. Reaching the boss is downright impossible. I have died twice before even reaching the boss. It is just this much of a nightmare for me. I cannot play jump rope with this little boss. It is too difficult for me. Ah! Oh! Oh my goodness. There we go. Come on. Come on. We're doing great. Great. Okay, we're actually doing good. Good. There we go. Let's go. Oh man. There we go. Alright, we're here on Calamity difficulty. We haven't done Calamity in a hot minute, but let's see if we can actually do better. Now first are the mobs, which in theory they should be a little bit harder, but still pretty manageable. There we go. They're actually tanking a good amount of hits, but there we go. Should not be a problem at all once again. Then I guess it's off to see if the bosses are more difficult or not, or if we can handle them, which we probably will. Second boss here, and it's already under 20 million HP, but this time I think this is a new attack, or we have actually cycled so quickly that we actually haven't seen this attack, and I just died to that attack. But with that, the boss is dead, so no problem at all. And now we can actually go and do the third and fourth boss. Third boss, and we're gonna start jumping over here, and actually I'm doing better this time. Oh my god. Nope, I spoke too soon, and I'm dead. Why is this boss so hard? I don't understand why I suck so much at this boss. This boss just is the perfect counter for me. It just does what I can't do. There we go, and I died again. Just like that. And there is the final boss, but it's manageable on non-hardcore, so it's a little difficult, but doable. And well, I guess that's pretty much it for Calamity. Let's finish it. And there we go, that's a GG, and I ended up getting this a little tier 4, so that's nice. There we go. We are here in the Elemental Raids, and well, we're doing the level 75 version. So we're gonna actually do this twice, and see what rings we get, and see if we can improve that, so we can get to level 80. Let's start doing this first little boss raid in 3, 2, 1, go. Over 100 million HP. This is going to take a while. So let me just speed this one up for you guys. Another. And there we go. We got a few rings right here. Nothing special though. Let's try one more. Now what if we could do this one even faster than the speed up I did? How would I do that? Well, just like that. That was instant. But there we go, I actually ended up getting a purple ring. Let's go. Now that we've actually done everything, and we're so close to level 80, we're going to go ahead and do that final round of one final montage. So enjoy the final montage of this video. Let's hit level 80, boys. Here we go. Now we went ahead and finished the dungeon, and out of my flash daily reward, I actually got a bunch of drops from the next dungeon by accident. So that was interesting. But besides that, we finished the dungeon. And with that finishing, we can go ahead and collect the level milestone right here. And we can get a bunch of new stuff right here, from being 10 perk runes, 3 tier 4 success scrolls, and 20 inventory space. That's awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the series, and I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. You said you liked this video right here. It might be more of a series. And waddle out, my friend.